All the links to the original posts are given in the description. So now let's head straight to the video.
Me and my wife went from best friends to her hating me after finding religion. So long story short, 20 years of what seemed to be a pretty great marriage down the drain, and I'm in shock. Everything we did is now evil, and I'm a monster for bringing her to a strip club and for having dirty talk in the bedroom. Mind you, she mostly initiated these things and seemed to love them at the time. 6 months ago she started regularly going to church, and now she barely says a word to me and goes into full-blown panic attacks when I enter the room. I'm at a total loss of what to do. I offered to start going to church, and even that isn't good enough. I just don't know how to get my marriage back. How do I proceed? And how do you get someone who goes into panic mode to have a rational conversation? Moving on to the next story. I think I'm being financially abused by my husband and I don't know what to do. Is this financial abuse and do I need to leave? Today we got our second eviction warning saying that we owe X amount and have to pay within 3 days or we will be evicted. We are married and have a young child together. My partner insists on being the one in charge to pay the rent and bills, but apparently he isn't. My parents do pretty okay, and he's expecting for my dad to bail us out of this again. He insists on having a joint bank account and gets super upset whenever I mention having my own. Whenever I have money of my own, he wants me to transfer it into our joint. We both work full-time jobs and can definitely afford our rent. He also made me get a credit card, but he never let me make payments on it. He uses QuadPay for everything, which I know destroys his credit. Whenever it's time to renew my car registration, he doesn't let me pay it until months later, so I drive around with invalid tags. He also wants me to trade in my car so I can take his car and he can get a new one. But I love my car and we definitely can't afford getting a new one. Both our cars are fine. We also have literally $0 in savings. I love him so much and I never want to leave him, but I can't live like this. We've had so many talks and conversations over the years, but nothing has changed. We live on the west coast of the USA, and my parents live in one of the non-contiguous states. If I do leave him and take our child, I'm concerned about custody. I need help. TLDR. Husband controls all the money and puts us in debt. Destroys our credit scores, and we're about to lose our housing and I don't know what to do. Moving on to the next story. My husband and me are going through some stuff. Do you have any advice? We have been together 11 years. We have been really happy and comfortable for 11 years. We were each other's fist. He is very addicted to sex, which is overwhelming to me often. But other than that, we are perfect. He realized he had a kink 6 months ago where he was turned on by the idea of me having sex with another guy. After hesitation and lots of discussion, I tried it with A. He was really excited about it, so I kept doing it over the course of the month. I was enjoying it and so was he, until I fell. I started realizing I liked his personality so much, really good at communicating, really good at making me feel so wanted. He is a nerdy guy who hasn't been with many women and he's just sweeter than sweet, the kindest man. My husband is kind too, but I'm drawn to this guy who makes me feel wanted for more than sex. Every time I've been there he has double assured me we don't have to have sex if I don't want to, comparing to my husband who gets frustrated when we can't have sex and it changes his whole mood. My husband is now afraid he will lose me. He made a list of all the ways he will be better and will never make me feel like a sex object again. He has been reading a love language book and trying really hard, but I can't stop thinking of the new guy. Help. Now for the last story. I told my boyfriend that I would not relocate with him unless we are engaged. Now I'm not sure if this is entirely reasonable. Hi Reddit. I am hoping to get your thoughts on my current situation. Any advice is welcome. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3.5 years, and we have been living together for over a year. He is in medical school and will likely need to relocate for residency. Given the places that he has applied to, the move will likely be across the country. I have been clear for over a year now that I will not relocate for him unless we are engaged, as I always knew that residency would likely require a move. My social network is here in NY. I am an only child and my parents are also here on the East Coast. I visit them often. My work and clients are based on the East Coast. We are now approaching a decision for a proposal since he would match this coming May. Marriage is important to me and I don't see myself happy being a girlfriend forever. However, the issue is that he doesn't feel like we are entirely ready. I don't fully disagree either. The last year has been challenging since he's been in clinic, but we have experienced a lot together and have come out the other side. My main concern is that it's hard for me to give such a large part of my life to a boyfriend without a deeper level of commitment. But I also understand the ramifications of jumping into something too early. A solution such as we don't have to get engaged now, but within X amount of time after we move and settle down also feels off. I'm not sure how to best proceed. We both would like the engagement to feel a bit more natural, but we both expressed that we're not sure if we have that luxury. Have any of you guys been in a situation that is similar and how did you guys get through it? Thank you. TLDR. I have always expressed that I would not move for my boyfriend unless we are engaged. Now that we are approaching the move, it feels a bit fast. I'm not sure how to best proceed. Edit. Yes, we are both aligned on marriage. This is something we both want, as well as kids. If you like the story, hit the like and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching.